HMS Dagger brings unparalleled levels of innovation, technology and capability into the Gibraltar Squadron's fleet, where she'll now take up duties with her sister ship, HMS Cutlass, patrolling territorial waters around the Rock. After months of rigorous trials, the White Ensign was hoisted during her commissioning ceremony, watched on by the Governor, the Commander British Forces, her lady sponsor and the ship's company and their families.
It's a huge privilege to be here today. It's a dream I've always wanted, and I never thought I'd get to this point, but what a huge privilege to be here. And as you say, the first ever commanding officer of a HMS Dagger in Her Majesty's fleet. So I'm one of three, so I'm one of the commanding officers here that comprise Royal Navy Gibraltar Squadron. And what my duties involve is we do a 1 in 3 roster, so every third week I'll be duty, and that involves going on daily patrols around British Gibraltar Territorial Waters. And our main mission is to reassure the Gibraltarians and to demonstrate UK sovereignty of British Gibraltar Territorial Waters.
Cutlass and Dagger are permanent replacements for the now decommissioned Sabre and Scimitar, but the latest assets are considerable upgrades. She's
twice the speed, so she can do 40 knots quite comfortably. She's been upgunned as well to 3 GPMGs, and she's got the very advanced optical technology, so the camera, and we're able to identify ships and targets from much greater range. When before it would be binoculars, we can now use the camera and zoom right, and it's also got night vision capability as well. So she'll go on daily patrols, which is standard for us, 365 days a year. We'll also go and intercept and shadow any government vessels that we need to go and intercept. So that may comprise warships or research vessels that may incur into British Gibraltar Territorial Waters. And we also can do other operations as well, as required by Commander British Forces Gibraltar.
She's the first ever ship to enter the Royal Navy's fleet with a name, and although she might look small, just like a dagger, she can inflict lethal force on her enemies.
I think her name's quite fitting, actually. Just like a dagger, she's small, sleek, nimble, but when called upon, she's very lethal. And so I wouldn't want to be on the end of a GPMG from Dagger. So, yes, I wouldn't let size.
Size doesn't matter.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was trying to say. She's highly capable, I'd say 40 plus knots. She can turn on a sixpence, so really, really quickly. And again, that upgrade in the force protection as well. But we really put her through her paces to make sure she's safe and fully operational to go and conduct her operations.
We do quite often, as I'm sure you're aware, get incursions from the Spanish side, so she's up to the task, is she?
She's, yes, very capable. She has gone out and has done some of those duties already, but she's very capable and more than ready for the task.
And can I just ask you personally what you think about Gibraltar?
I absolutely love it here. As I said, I've only got a year left, which is so upsetting. I'd love to stay for another year, but we've been welcomed by the community, both my wife Amy Holt and then my daughter Izzy, who's just moving up to St Anne's to year 3, and she's very excited. She's fully embraced the life here we all have. She's into the football teams and taekwondo and all that sort of stuff. She's fully embraced Gibraltarian way of life, and we'll be sad to leave it.
HMS Dagger will forever be twinned with Gibraltar through its lady sponsor, Cayenne Aldorino Lopez, who became a permanent member of the ship's company. The commissioning warrant was read and the cake was cut. But perhaps it was the chaplain of the fleet's blessing that will resonate the most. As HMS Dagger takes on the dangers of patrolling the Rock, he called on the shield of God to protect her and all her company.